Yang Zhengjung and Faith Orlando have one thing in common today as they walk to the High Court, chaperoned by Luzira guards. They are here to listen to charges of aggravated defilement and human trafficking before Judge Rugadia Atwoki. All seems to be well as they have dry runs with their lawyer and are told what appears to be the order of the day. Patiently, they await the judge's arrival. After taking to the stand, the judge adjourns court twice because of Yang's non-grasp of the English language and failure to find him a qualified Chinese interpreter. Meanwhile, a third attempt yields someone with a PhD in Chinese, but as he gets prepared to take an oath, Yang starts acting strange, swaying, blinking repeatedly, coughing, and then the forehead massage with one hand. But the court audience are engrossed in the court proceedings to notice, save for our camera. Faith is oblivious to Yang. The swaying intensifies, and finally it is two hands that are holding his head and running through his hair. Then, Yang's legs give way and he falls. It is the third. The floor is cemented. The commotion left those in court in shock as his co-accused stared on until the prison guards came to his rescue. His wife breaks down and she's led out of court. All the necessary first aid is applied, stripping him of his shirt and offering him sugar to lick.
Severe hypertension, because the pressure is at 168 over 122 millimeters of mercury. And the pulse rate is also high.
Everything seems surreal, but Yang is helped out of court with his lawyer to an ambulance headed to Luzira Health Facility. Indeed, this wasn't going to stop the court proceedings. The judge gave Yang an hour, but he never returned. Nevertheless, his co-accused Faith was back in the dock. The presiding judge adjourned the case to the 20th of July. Many court attendees remained skeptical over Yang's state of health.
The suspect could have been hypertensive, coupled with the anxiety of the court.
His lawyer, however, had another script of events.
Because of poor feeding in the prison and lack of his natural food, that's why he got all this embarrassment of sickness. Otherwise, he hadn't taken anything this morning, hadn't taken even a drop of water.
Prosecution alleges that in November last year, two women ferried young girls aged between 8 and 14 years from across the country to a house in Lusazi, Rubaga, a Kampala suburb. It is further alleged that Yang defiled them.
He comes and uses them. After using, he disappears. And then when they collect others, he continues coming back, uses them, and he goes.
The two are said to have been paying the young girls between 10,000 and 100,000 shillings. This is reported to have happened between September and November 2012 when they were apprehended. If found guilty, according to the new judiciary sentencing guidelines, he faces a minimum of 35 years in jail and a maximum sentence of death. Florence Alimba, NTV.